Chicago, Illinois has a history deeply ingrained with gang culture, notably the People Nation and Folk Nation alliances. This association of gangs, involving Black and Hispanic youth, traces its roots back to the late 1800s, with modern gangs gaining prominence in the 1960s. A lesser-known aspect of Chicago's gang culture is the involvement of Southeast Asian refugees, particularly Laotian immigrants. In the early to mid-1970s, Laotian immigration came to the suburb of Elgin, as these refugees were fleeing the Vietnam War devastation. The Maniac Latin Disciples Nation is a Hispanic street gang in Chicago and one of the largest in the Folk Nation Alliance. They were founded by Albert Hernandez and other Puerto Rican teenagers in the Humboldt Park community in approximately 1966. By 1993, the various gangs in the Maniac Familia, led by the Manic Latin Disciples, began having violent conflicts with their folk allies, which would eventually lead to an all-out beef on the north and west sides. As the conflict spilled all over the city and into the suburbs, Laotian youths soon found themselves dealing with street gangs. They especially clashed with People Nation gangs such as Latin Kings and Vice Lords. These Laotian youth would band together and would become known as the Lao Posse. The Lao Posse gang is thought to have originated on the West Coast. In 1993, Lao Posse were offered membership with the Folk Nation Alliance under the Maniac Familia umbrella. They would be known as Maniac Lao Posse or Maniac Lao Disciples. The Lao Posse soon showed they were no joke and became drug dealers and even became killers. This group of Asian kids had to prove themselves against Latino and Black gangs, and soon their reputation grew in the early and mid-1990s. In 2001, two members of the Lao Posse, who are a major supplier of designer drug ecstasy, were charged with the first homicide in Cook County linked to trafficking of the club drug ecstasy.
They trying to accuse the goof, but I gotta say no thanks. The goof got blame, or the goof got frank. Got me going insane, can you feel my pain? Now like pop, you probably think I'm mad at ya, but over hoochie made the goofy ain't gon' stab at ya. You're walking up the wrong tree, fucking with the wrong G. But if it's on, then it's on G. Shit, long G become strong G. Cause I got something for ya, a Glock for your block, or a top-notch lawyer. For the one time, fucking with my fun time, trying to lock me down and stop a lot to see a sunshine. Trying to catch me slipping, but I'm steady dipping. Ain't no blood, no gripping, fuck the set tripping. My hand on the phone, trying to stand on my own 2 feet. A dog looking for a bitch to fucking the bone to eat. Now on the street, I gotta watch my back. My homies on the third strike, now do they got my back? Man, they some LAOs, so I know they do. Now how many fools in your crew would you trust your life to?